My take on Dave Reichert and the cleanup of the Hanford Nuclear Waste Site. This is not random. This is not a tangent. Today is Monday, 29 September 2025. Here I, Tanis Coralee of Seattle, provide my take on Dave Reichert and the cleanup of the Hanford Nuclear Waste Site in Washington State. Specifically, if his investigations regarding the Green River Killer may be relevant and or useful in addressing things that might go wrong during cleanup. I voted for Dave Reichert for governor of Washington State in the 2024 general election, so last year. The Hanford Nuclear Site here in Washington State was the first full-scale plutonium production reactor in the world. Yes, so Washington State, the land of my Duwamish. I'm Native American, part Native American. So this is in our region in the United States of America, modern day region of Washington State, if we're looking at state level. And so this is one where nuclear physics is a little bit reflective of like nuclear technology in the sense that there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong. And so there's a little bit of, in this one, in this pairing, I actually think that his experience spending to the Green River Killer killed for decades overlapped, and Dave Reichert was behind him, Gary Ridgway being apprehended, and that was during my lifetime, 2001, my most important thing in my life in 2001. Does that escalate even further and carry over to like one of the biggest detractors of nuclear as an energy is nuclear waste. And I think Hanford has been, at least at some point in my life, designated as the largest nuclear waste site in the world. All right. So actually taking the Green River Killer investigation and being like, well, instead of kind of shutting that off, actually being like, but maybe that's relevant over here. In dealing with waste, right? Kind of the key for a serial killer is they think they all got it, and then the serial killer's been watching, and something gets changed, so then they don't got it, right? But then in the end, he did. Even if the guy's still killing from behind bars, kind of thing, he still was successful in getting him behind bars. So in that sense, it may be analogous, or might be analogous, to nuclear waste cleanup in the sense of there needs to be a main mission that's stuck to. Even when things go wrong, something pulls it back. And in the past, it was Dave Reichert, right? That was a, decades-long investigation trying to catch that guy. So it was like, he has the proven, it's not something like being in a well-ordained system, so to speak, such as the legal system. Like, there's only so much that can go wrong versus like with the Green River Killer. There's life literally on the line. So in that sense, in a like respecting nature's hierarchy of life and death, he's probably the only politician in my lifetime. So he was a police officer, then police detective, and was in Congress for the state of Washington at some point, something like that, and I voted for him for governor. So he has a very relevant track record, aside from the investigations, but I was like, the investigations make him stand out head and shoulders above, and I'm like, watch it not be cleaned up because we have like bougie lawyers as governors who just don't care about us Native Americans, whereas Dave Reichert does. Right? Don't kill on my lands. Dude, Green River Killer, if you're still out there, if you're still killing, even if you're behind bars and you're watching this, dude, this Duwamish is not okay with that. Okay, so that's my take on Dave Reichert and the cleanup of the Hanford Nuclear Waste Site.